All right, guys, we're in the new, well, I should say new. This is actually a used EQS, and this is the 450 Plus with a roughly 400-ish horsepower. And I gotta say, it's a fantastic car. I want to just do a quick launch for you guys. This will probably be about 0 to 60, just so you can see, even though it's not the 580, it's still got plenty of power. So let's check this out. It's got a fun sound to it. And you are up to speed. And that's all you really would need, right? That's getting onto the highway and whatnot. I think these are a phenomenal buy. I can't even believe you can pick these things up for under $40,000. We're talking about a $120,000 vehicle as this one sits, and you could buy it for $40,000. Still fully under warranty, still under bumper-to-bumper warranty, still under the 10-year powertrain warranty and battery warranty. Unreal. I don't get it. You need to watch this review if you're in the market for an EV, if you're in the market for one of these, because this might be a big sleeper. And I think Aaron is a sharp, savvy buyer, and he saw the value. And I gotta say, I've been driving it now for the past 20 minutes, and I'm like, dang, this is a fun, nice luxury car. What's up, guys? My name is Adam and welcome back to Driven Productions. Now, we do mostly enthusiast content, but if you look at my channel, I have a whole EV playlist and I've reviewed a whole bunch of EVs. Now, this is a really interesting one because of one reason, and that is called depreciation. In fact, if you look at the EV reviews that I've done over the last few years, I mentioned MSRP, I mentioned value proposition, etc., lower cost of ownership from maintenance to less oil changes, so all less brakes, all the things that you got to do on a normal vehicle. Now, when you take a look at depreciation and you factor being the second and or third owner on these things, you're talking about getting a screaming deal. What I mean is this was a $120,000+ vehicle. This is the EQS. This is the 450. They make a 580, okay? But this is the lower tier. But I will tell you that you can buy these for under $40,000 right now. It's insane the value you're gonna be getting at $40,000. We're talking 118 kilowatt battery, 300+ mile range, fantastic interiors. Now, you can talk about the understatedness of the exterior, maybe it's ugly, whatever, but it is a nice car in person, okay? It doesn't look ostentatious, doesn't look ugly, it's just nice. But when you get on the inside, I'm telling you, it looks like a six-figure car, but you're only paying 40 grand. And the crazy part is you've got a warranty. The warranty is 10 years on these things. Think about that. That's 10 years of having no oil changes, no maintenance, no issues. You can go 150,000 miles, I believe. I'll double check that. 150,000 miles, guys, with no issues. You have a problem, you take it to Mercedes, they'll give you a loaner. It's kind of hard to beat at 40 grand. And so I think these are a big opportunity right now, but not just the Mercedes. Look at the Rivians. You got $100,000 plus, quad motors, 900 horsepower motors going for 50, 60, 70 grand all in. You've got Cybertrucks now that are 25, 30 off, right? You name it. Mach-E's, Lightnings, I'm talking 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%. Fiskars, you can get them for like 18, 20 grand. It's crazy. Probably wouldn't go with that one because there's no support, but Lucids are cheap as dirt. It's nuts. It's like what's happened in the market went from, they were super hot, everybody wanted them over MSRP to like the complete opposite. So if you're a savvy buyer, I think you should be at least looking into EVs in general right now, and probably this one. So we're gonna review the whole thing today. I'm about to bring Aaron on camera. I appreciate you guys watching, subscribe, like, and thanks for checking out my content. Let's get into it. What's up, Aaron? Thanks for coming back to the channel, man. It's good to see you.
You too, man.
Hey, Christmas Eve is tonight. Just want to wish you a happy Christmas Eve and to all you guys. Okay, so tell me a little bit about this car right here. I would say first question I have, because I don't really know that much about it, and let's just assume that people are checking out this content don't know either. Why would you be looking at getting a Mercedes EQS SUV, in your words?
Well, as I was looking at used vehicles, they are just insane values. What you get for the money is crazy. You get heated, cooled, massaging seats. It's rated for about 320 miles of range, but
right.
Regularly I'm getting close to 400 on road trips.
Seriously, you're getting more than the stated range?
I'm getting more than the stated range by a significant margin.
Well,
and that seems pretty common with Mercedes EVs. You don't run into the same issues you do on used gas Mercedes that have a lot of issues once you get past 70, 80,000 miles.
Right.
You have a well-made, reliable battery with a 150,000 mile warranty on the battery. It's not the best looking vehicle, but it's very comfortable. It's great quality, and it's kind of hard to beat.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed on the way over here, there was no rattles, it was quality, it felt like a Mercedes product.
Yeah, I will say there's some cheaper plastics here and there on the interior, but it doesn't ever rattle.
Yeah, well that's nice, because every EV I have reviewed just about has rattled in some capacity, right? Tesla's usually being one of the worst. So it's Mercedes build quality. Okay, so why do you think these things have lost so much value? What would you pinpoint it as?
I would say it's probably a combination of two things. Confidence in EVs generally in the market has gone downhill. Right. And it really doesn't have the stately Mercedes appearance that you really expect to get from a Mercedes. Sure. So when they were new, they didn't sell as well as they should have. And it, like you said earlier, it does not look like a $100,000 car from the outside.
Now, on the inside, it looks like a $100,000 plus car. It is, I mean, it's fantastic. I don't know how else to say it. Now, it does give you a lot of technology, right? There is that. You have a lot of screens, you have a lot of things that you can get your fingerprints and oil on, right, from your fingerprints, but it just looks classy in here. I love it, the design, it's modern. So while it's understated on the exterior 100%, it's really nice on the interior.
Oh, absolutely. And it's a ton of space. You can easily be about 6'5" and sit in the back seat.
Yeah, I mean, there's your back seat. You can see all of the exterior lighting, guys. Even during the day, it's pretty obvious. And the leather is just super nice. You know, you do have that full double moonroof up here. You know, and again, it's very practical. Like you have, just look at the details. Like you can see here on the Burmester sound system, they have the aluminum covers, right? You've got all of this nice, like multi-texture, Alcantara feeling, suede with the leather, with the extra little metal line here. It's really nice, guys. From the interior, there's no negatives. I mean, have you found the infotainment system to be kind of unruly, or is it easy to use?
Actually, it has been pretty good. At first, it was difficult to get set up.
Yeah.
There were some issues that needed some updates. Once that was finished, it's done very well.
Okay.
It routes to all the chargers very well on long trips. It has Apple Music built in.
Does it have CarPlay?
It has Apple CarPlay.
Nice.
It has wireless Apple CarPlay.
For some reason, I still can't figure out why Tesla refuses to do Apple CarPlay.
And Rivian, and now GM.
Really? None of them do it?
None of them do it anymore. No new GM vehicles will have CarPlay on them.
It must be a license issue or something. I don't know. Something
It's a data thing. They make money off of the data.
I see. Well, I think that this is a good-looking car from the exterior. Not a great-looking car, but a good-looking car. It's understated and it looks wealthy, especially in certain specs, but the interior is where the car shines, guys, 100%. Like Aaron said earlier, you have massage seats, okay? I mean, think about that. You have massage, you have heated and cooled seats in here. Really, really nice place to be. Now, a lot of technology, so if you're an old school person, this is not the car for you. You don't have a lot of physical buttons. You do have physical buttons on the steering wheel, as you can see, but all your controls, for the most part, are gonna be in the middle of that giant screen. And it is literally a QLED, is that what you told me?
It's OLED.
OLED.
Yep, they're
so
OLED screens.
Really high quality stuff. Let's jump in the car, I'll show you. All right, guys, I wanted to sit in the car here. So this is kind of what it looks like from hello. It is like, it's really better than the last one I was in, because the last one had screens here as well. And so it was, this whole thing was a screen. Like this to me is still a lot, but a more appropriate amount of screen technology. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you agree? Like it's not super overwhelming.
I think it makes a nicer interior to have the wood, the metal inlaid Mercedes logos in here.
Does this have a texture to it?
Yeah. These are real metal that has been inlaid in there.
Is that right?
Yep.
Wow, check that out, guys. It looks cool. I really like the way they do that. All right, so walk me through some, we're getting a little Christmas vibe, I see.
Yeah, they have that pops up over Halloween, Thanksgiving. Different graphics will just show up on here, and there's all kinds of profiles that you can do, and it's just fingerprint scanner right there.
Hello, Aaron Harstein.
Oh, well, that's nice. Now the world knows you. Cool. All right, let's keep going. So what do you?
Here's your news from the Associated Press at 10:56 a.m. today.
Hey Mercedes, stop listening.
This starts up every time?
No, that's the first time it's ever done that.
Okay. Now, let's show folks some of the features. So, what are you typically using? You mentioned you can talk to the car, it uses ChatGPT, which is neat.
Yeah, so you can ask it anything. Hey Mercedes, what's the population of Washington, D.C.?
The population of Washington, D.C. in 2025 is approximately 702,250, reflecting a growth rate of 2.17% annually.
Dang, dude. And that's neat because it actually looks like it's talking to you.
It detects which side you're on. So there's a series of 8 mics throughout the car that are noise canceling.
Oh yeah, right here, guys. Look at that. There's a mic there, mic there.
There's mics hidden around in here.
Back here. Yes.
Yep.
Man, I just noticed this is like really nice too. But the interior on this thing is where they nailed it. Definitely. It's obviously where they spent the bulk of the R&D and the budget. I mean, just guys, take a look at this stuff. Like everything is nice. Like look, like I can't, like it feels really, really good, really high quality. Everything that you can interact with, right? Everything's metal. Everything just has, like I love the feeling of this. This is way nicer than leather in my mind. You know what this is? It's not Alcantara. It's like their own thing.
It must be. I'm not sure what it's called.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like a nice leather boot, that has that suede material.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
still leather. It's probably that material. Very nice though. All right, back to the technology. What else would you probably do a call out or a feature of this?
So there's 2 different setups you can do on the screen, which I can just hold this down and you can switch from classic to 0 layer. I find the classic to be easier to use. You can choose where you put these different icons.
What's your home screen look like? Can you take me down?
This is the home screen.
Oh, that's it.
This is the home screen.
So you
if
can
you're,
set up media or comfort or phone, or you can have other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they're just there. Now, if you do the 0 layer,
Man, it's fast. Too.
you can go here, and then your home screen looks a little bit different.
Wow. It really seems to be really responsive too. I mean, you're flying through these menus.
It is pretty quick. And my favorite menu, which you need to turn on the car for.
Oh, you do have to turn on these. So I'm so spoiled by Tesla. You just literally get in, it's all gone if you're filming the car.
So the most annoying thing being used to my Rivian was I'd get out and I'd forget to turn off the car.
Oh, you actually have to turn it off. You can't just walk away with the key.
You can't walk away with the key. But I did find out if you hit the lock button or press the sensor on the handle, it will turn off the car.
Okay. So if you get out without turning it off and lock it, it's the same thing. So that's almost the same thing. Okay, that's cool. You just have to remember it.
So you have all kinds of seat options here. You can adjust the width of the bolsters.
Ooh, that feels really interesting. Dang, that tightens up fast. Wow.
And it'll even adjust the seat to your height. So you just put in your height, hit start positioning, and it'll adjust the steering wheel, the seat, everything for you. You have all kinds of ambient lighting. There's pretty much infinite number of colors. These are all animation versions. There's effects that go on with it. So you can see here on the lighting, if I change the temperature up, it'll go red.
Wow.
And it'll do the same thing if there's somebody in your blind spot, it'll blink red on that side.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody that does interior lighting better than Mercedes right now.
They do a very good job.
There's like nobody that even probably looks close. Maybe Audi, but like, it's pretty good.
I will say the sound system is incredible. And I was a little disappointed when I first got in it, but then I found a feature.
Is my cooled seat on right now? Is that what
it
I'm
is,
hearing?
yeah. It's right there on the door.
That's what's making all that noise. So the car is like dead silent, guys, unless you run the cooled seat. I'm like, it's blowing air conditioned air.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So there's something called a personal sound profile. You can go in here And if I hit reconfigure, it'll go through a whole process of playing sounds and music for you, and you kind of choose where you like it, and it customizes the entire sound system specifically to your taste.
Nice. So it's got a great sound system. You got massage seats. Do you have Distronic Cruise on this thing?
Yes, it does pretty good level 2 autonomy. It'll, when you're in it, it'll change lanes when you just click the blinker up or down.
How do you, so you have to hit on here?
On and set.
Okay, that's it. And then it's automatically in lanes. There's not like an additional button like on some of the other models.
Nope.
Interesting. So you talk to your car, there's your home.
You can also just say, hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Never mind.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again, please?
Hey Mercedes, stop listening.
It works seemingly pretty good. Does this have over-the-air updates as well?
It does, but I did have to take it to the dealer because it hadn't been updated in a while. So they had stopped pushing updates and the previous owner did not accept those updates. So now that I have gotten it updated, it will continue to get over-the-air updates.
I do have a question. So this says you have 86%. You can see that, guys. 86% right here, right? And it looks like you are reading about 285 miles. So how do you go from that to 400? Is it like the fact that you were just driving gingerly, or is that average? Or?
When I get really good range in it, it's on the highway in cruise control. And I'll say we bought 2 of them. The other one has Nokian tires that are made for EVs. These are Michelin Pilot Sports that are not made for EVs. You get about 15% better battery with the better tires.
Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. So you changed the tires, and it looks like you have some cable ports down here.
There's 2 in here. There's 2 in here.
Is there a phone charging? Is this a phone charger?
That is a phone charger.
Nice.
But what I will say is that anybody who's looking at getting one of these needs to grab this right there.
Why is that?
Plugs into your OBD2 port, and it's MagSafe for your phone. So it does fast charging. You can just run the cable right down there.
Oh, wow. Cool. All right, and what about interior storage? Can we walk through that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a mess in here, but it's
So you got
pretty deep
good
area.
amount. Does this have the ability to record people when it's...
It does. That's why this is in here. There is a built-in dash cam, which you can see is active right there.
This does have a dash cam. That's a nice feature that Tesla gave you. People are... All right, before we go to the back, so tell me about like charging and routes to the different chargers and the charging network and your experience with it, because that's a big concern I think a lot of people have. So.
Yeah. So this was one of the frustrations when I first got the vehicle because it did not have route guidance enabled. I had to get that done at a dealer. Once it was all set up, the app and everything works fantastic. But if I just go in here and I don't know, I'll put in New York.
We're going to New York now.
It has Google built in, so I'll just hit that right there.
Okay. So one of the things that I will tell you that's amazing about Tesla is the speed of it and how fast it calculates it. And it looks like this is pretty much on point. So where's your map? Like, where's your route preview? Okay. And how do you like see all the different charging stops?
I think the car is off, so there it goes.
Okay, so 3 hours and 15 minutes. You're gonna be at 216 miles, or okay, you're gonna be at 16%. I want you to go to 92%. So what is the 3 hour and 50? Okay, I guess that's total time.
Yeah, that's time to this charger, and you charge there for 38 minutes.
Okay, so you're going to be charging at a Mercedes dealership. Interesting. Then
So
you're
it's
going to be at
that's
Electrify
actually not a
America.
Mercedes dealership. That's a Buc-ee's. But Mercedes actually has a series of fast chargers throughout the country, mostly at Buc-ee's. They're all 350 kilowatts, plug-in charge. I've used them before. They're the only ones that I've ever used that are better than Tesla superchargers.
No kidding.
They are insanely fast.
Okay, so just at Buc-ee's, let's have a contract. All right, then you have Electrify America. I've heard a lot of negative stuff about Electrify America.
They have been getting a lot better. I completely avoided them for a couple years. I've used them a few times in the past 6 months, and they've actually been good. They finally enabled plug-in charge. They've updated most of their charging stations. So I think they got the message that they were terrible.
Okay, interesting. Now, when it comes to the supercharger network for Tesla, do you have the capability of charging this? Or
Yes.
not?
All you do is you need an adapter.
And Tesla does allow it now.
Yes.
That is a really, so basically you have no more range anxiety issues.
None at
but
all.
What's interesting is it didn't send you to a Tesla charger, so it obviously is pushing to electric America.
It will push you to the fastest chargers. So the reason that you're not going to see Teslas on here is that the car can support up to 350 kilowatts of charging speed. The Tesla superchargers only go to about 250.
Yeah.
So it's doing the Mercedes and the Electrify America to push you to faster chargers.
I have never seen Electrify America actually get to the stated range. Have you? Like where it says, you usually get there and it's like a 180 or 175.
I have seen them lately, actually.
Wow. So they must be good. So there you go. I mean, again, so going back to the original question of why are these so cheap? Like, if that's not an issue anymore, you know what I mean? Like, you have a 10-year warranty. Like, what? You're not going to be out of pocket for the battery if it goes wrong with the motors. It's on Mercedes. So why did it drop, 65, 75% in a year and a half, 2 years?
I think that it's insane that it has. I think that's why they're a crazy good deal. They're not the most powerful, fastest, but they're really comfortable. They're great interiors, tons of space.
Yeah.
It even has air filtration. If I go in here to climate, it's not gonna work because the car's not on, but you can see full HEPA air filtration. Has a fragrance tin that you can turn on and pump air fragrance through the system.
Wow. And I just actually noticed you do have a couple of physical buttons. So you have the ability to do your adjustment here. You can turn off. You have, what is this? Heads up. Oh, you do have a heads up display, guys. You can see it right there on the left side, right? That's the heads up display, which is cool. And yeah, I mean,
Augmented reality navigation.
I'm going to demonstrate lane keep today. That'll be a part of the video. You can use the chapters. Not sure what the EQS is.
Range, charging, consumption.
I mean, you got modes in here?
Yeah.
Nice.
You can go to eco mode, sport mode.
Well, let's go to the back, and then I want to go for a quick drive.
The camera system is insane, too.
Is it? Like 360 and stuff?
360, 3D, all of it.
Yeah, we'll demonstrate that. All right, coming to the rear, guys. I mean, Aaron, you're 6'2", 6'3"?
6'2".
6'2". So, dude, you got a ton of space, and your seat was comfortably back, right?
I have this seat very far back.
Yeah, so this is, I mean, and guys, no transmission tunnel, right? So you could easily have a third person here. Plenty of space to be comfortable. I mean, yeah, we're going to be elbow to elbow, but I think you could be comfortable. You've got, obviously, you're centered here. You can put your cup holders here, right? Or not. Sounds like we need to go call Mercedes.
There are cup holders there.
What was going on before that, huh? Something had some sticky something. All right. And then you've got your no screen back here. So that's like
no screen.
That's not like the X has a screen.
Heated seat button right here.
Okay.
And all the USB-C ports in here are fast charging. So they're all 100 watt. They will charge a MacBook Pro fast.
Nice. It's nice. They integrated that really well. And then you can control your rear climate control, which is nice. Let's see.
Lights are all by touch.
Yep. You got lights up here, guys. Lights on the side, as you can see. You do have heated seats, you said? Somewhere back here?
Yeah, they're not
you can
lit
adjust
up right
these? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You can adjust
These are power adjustment seats.
These go back?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And they slide forward too.
Well, that's cool. Here, let me demonstrate that for you so you can't see me. Go ahead. All right. Wow. That's a feature you don't usually find even in this class of car. I mean, you do, but it's like, it's auto, it's like manual, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Yeah, guys, I mean, sitting back here, look at the view, how modern it is, and with the moonroofs open on a nice day, this thing's gonna feel very airy. Like I said, there's no negatives to the interiors of these cars. If anything, it's a absolute reason to buy. And if you guys were wondering, with one push of a button, look at that, you can fold the seats down.
And if the front seats are too far back, it'll move them up.
Wow.
To
accommodate the seat.
Bring the seats down, and it'll move them back to the
space you have. That is such a practical vehicle now. I mean, wow, look at that. That is a lot of space, guys, like for real. So Man, I don't know, for $40,000, dang. And you could write these off, right? I mean, this is a heavy vehicle.
Yeah, Section
So,
179, you
yeah,
can depreciate
you could bonus
it.
depreciate this to a business. I mean, this is a lot of value, guys, at $40,000. I mean, I get it. It's not the best looking car ever made, but if you're not into, you know, if you're into understated wealth and that kind of vibe, like this is that, you know? This is the car that's not gonna get you a lot of looks, but you know it's something special. When you drive in it, it's heck of a nice experience. So let's go take it for a drive. So real quick, guys, before we go and do the driving portion, and you might have already seen it depending on how I edit it, but this right here doesn't have that much of a front trunk. And Aaron's gonna show you what it looks like.
Does not have a front trunk.
Yeah, I mean, there really is not. I mean, I guess this is more of an air.
Yeah, this right here is a giant HEPA air filtration system.
Wow. Dang. Wow. Cool. So no front trunk, but again, you have such a practical rear that it's like, who cares, you know? And they didn't even finish the paint on the hoodie, which is interesting.
You're not supposed to be able to open this.
What, you're not?
No, they have it under a dealer-only panel that was removed.
Ah, where is
The
that
release.
out of curiosity?
It's where it would normally be, underneath the steering wheel.
Okay. And where is the charging port on this thing?
So this actually is not the charging port. This, because you are not allowed to open the trunk technically, is where you put in the windshield wiper fluid.
This is where you put in the windshield wiper fluid?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So it is. Okie dokie. That's unusual. And you charge it. Okay, so back, it's like very much like a gas tank.
Yep.
Interesting. So a lot of the guys are putting it over here. They put it back here.
This is because a lot of charging in Europe is done street side.
I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Very good. Glad we covered that. Okay, guys, I have never driven this car. Well, I drove it over here from my driveway. This is a first impression. First impression, I love the way the steering wheel feels. It's got nice, supple leather. It's comfortable. It just is so easy for 9 and 3 position. Feels very nice. I love that they didn't do something stupid like a yoke or some gimmicky thing like a combination of a yoke and a steering wheel like the Cybertruck has. It just gave you a nice, normal steering wheel.
Press the one on the left, you'll go to strong, which is full one pedal drive.
Wow. That definitely changes the way the pedal feels. Okay. So I'm going to lay off. That's pretty aggressive. It feels like my Tesla, Model X now when you do that. Huh. You still got to use the brake a little bit. I will say the brake is, they have an interesting feedback on them. I don't know what I just did not put back there, but.
It's a blended brake pedal, unlike a Tesla. So you're going to feel regen for the first little bit that you press down on it.
I see. That explains it. It doesn't feel very like old school organic brakes. And that was actually a thing I remember on the EQS sedan that bothered me because you never knew where they were going to be in the braking cycle, right? Aggressive or not aggressive. So it was like
when you put it into strong, I find it a lot easier to figure it out. They used to default to intelligent recuperation, which you can still go to, which is incredibly unpredictable.
Got it. So you think that so let's just go through the modes because you were mentioning to me what the heck intelligent mode is. So
that's individual. This is the drive modes.
Right.
But if you click on the right hand paddle, you're on no recoup now.
Wow, that coast whoa, that's totally different. Okay.
And now you're in intelligent recuperation, which is analyzing all of the road and the cars around you and is going to decide
that is
how
totally
much.
Weird.
It's very weird.
Didn't want to stop there.
No, it
forces
is,
you to put on the that's nuts.
Intelligent is a misnomer.
Oh my gosh, that's downright scary.
It is very scary. I don't suggest anybody uses intelligent recuperation. I'm sure it's very clever, whatever it's doing behind the scenes. But in practice, it just is very unpredictable.
So it's not regenning at all right now. It's just coasting. Okay. Wow.
But you
Yeah.
don't know when it's going to decide to.
Okay, that's a normal recoup. That's strong.
That's strong. So,
Okay.
and then if you go one past...
How do you normally drive it?
I drive it on strong, but if you go one more, you'll go into intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you drive it on strong, huh?
I drive it on strong.
So you like that Tesla vibe then? Okay.
And if you drive it on strong with auto hold enabled and you get used to it, it will be full one pedal drive.
Got it. Wow. It drives really nice. Like, it's quiet in here. The suspension is so gushy.
And we're in sport mode right now.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it as strong. Now I do. I'm going to go down this little back road that I like to drive. It's pretty middle of nowhere. Just to get us, I mean, this is obviously not going to be a spirited drive, guys. This is a 6,000-pound SUV. But, you know, let's see what she does. That's full throttle. I mean, it's not the 580, so I think that one has somewhere in the 500 horsepower range, but it's still an electric vehicle, and so it still has plenty of torque and go. Boy, you know you're driving something heavy, though. Like, you don't, yeah. Is this a sport mode?
You're in sport mode, yeah.
Okay, this is as aggressive as it gets. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you could be chirping the tires and being a lunatic, but this is just not one of the vehicles that you're going to do that with. There are plenty of EV SUVs that you could enjoy, like the Model X, the Model Y Performance, the Volvo, even is pretty sporty. You know, obviously the Taycan, the Mach-E's, like the GT ones, etc., the EV6, like they are a little more sporty than this. This is definitely on the full-on like Bentley luxury vibe, right? When you drive it, and that's not from a negative, by the way. That's actually from a positive, because if I'm buying an EV like this, it's a daily driver. I'm probably going to have 2 or 3 other fun cars in the stable, and I'm just looking for something to enjoy on the regular, take to work. And so where this car needs to shine is easy driving experience, comfortable, quiet, great sound system, self-driving features that make traffic effortless. I will demonstrate that for you here in a minute, but yeah, from a hello, very nice. Like, this is just a good place to spend time. I would not be complaining about this vehicle if I had to drive it every day. In fact, I'd probably grow to like it more every day.
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of how it's been for you?
It really has been. The more I've driven it, the more I've liked it. The sound system is so good. No matter what I play on it, whether it's an audiobook or EDM, it's great. And it's just nice to get in here, relax, turn on the massaging seats, click on the adaptive cruise control on the highway, and it just becomes a transparent experience, and then you arrive.
Yeah. You know, Mercedes, when I did my S-Class review, we would say it was a car that molded to your senses and gave you energy when you drove it. And so this, I could easily get that same vibe just from the few minutes I've driven it. It just is very comfortable. And, you know, you could get a massage. You got cooled seats for the summer, heated seats for the winter. I mean, when you're talking about getting a nice massage, being quiet, having the car self-drive, I could care less if it's sporty. So yeah, from that perspective, this thing checks a lot of that luxury boxes, and it's got plenty of performance. I mean, guys, that's 60 miles an hour right there. It's like, you know, why would you need to get the 580? I mean, there's no reason.
All you do is lose range.
Exactly. And it only has like 500 horsepower. It's not like it has 1,000 horsepower. Like, I would understand why you get a Model X Plaid, because that's the fastest SUV in the world. And, you know, that immediate 1,025 horsepower is a party trick for sure. But I don't think the difference between getting a 580 or this is really that much. I'd probably want to have more range. And trust me, with the EV and the torque that this thing has, it feels plenty punchy. And clearly Mercedes didn't care. I mean, they could have thrown 1,000 horsepower at it, but they decided to put their money and the value proposition in other ways. And frankly, beat Tesla at their own game, because this interior feels like a luxury car, whereas you get in a Model X, even the updated version, it still doesn't feel like a luxury car. It's a nice car. It feels like a, you know, maybe an E-Class, or even like an Audi, like, you know, A5 or something, but nothing like next level, right? This feels full on next level. All right, guys, this is a very important part of this review, and that is the Autopilot features. Because if you are going to buy a modern car, in my personal opinion, one of the most important parts of buying a modern car is Autopilot. And so we absolutely need to demonstrate that today. Let's demonstrate this. So in order to do it, you can see here you have these two icons. One is the lane keep. And by the way, if I just take my hands off and let the car eventually steer over, it does kind of nudge it back in line. You can see here it's doing it for me. So that's a safety feature you can disable or keep on. So it's hard to crash the car. And then also, if you want to enable it, you just literally hit on and then set. And then that's it. And then I'm going to take my foot off of the accelerator pedal. As you can see, hands free. And I'm going to lower the speed a little bit. I'm going to go down to 40. And there you go. We're just going to chill for a bit and watch this, see how it goes. So okay, so it's coming up. That was it. It's monitoring my eyes, yeah?
No, just touching the steering wheel.
Okay.
A little touch on the steering wheel is all it needs to know you're there.
Okay, cool. Well, okay. So you have to touch 9 or 3, it would appear. You can't touch down here.
You can. Just a little wiggle will do it.
A little wiggle, okay. Now, can you adjust the button like the Teslas to know that you're paying attention, or does it have to be on the steering wheel?
Adjust the button.
Yeah, like, you could adjust the volume of the Tesla, and it lets you know.
Oh, I guess it does. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you find it intrusive?
not really. I honestly find it a little too forgiving.
Too forgiving, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it's having no problem navigating this back road, and not that this is a back road, this is a major highway, but obviously it's not an interstate, and some of these platforms only work on the interstate. So
the Rivian I have only works on the highway.
God, it is so quiet and so comfortable. This is a thing. I can't believe these are 40 grand. I don't understand what the heck happened. Like, you can't make this car for even double that.
No.
I mean, they probably lost their shirt even at $100,000 plus. There's no way Mercedes made money on this vehicle with R&D and everything.
They actually did.
Really?
I don't know about with R&D, but they were profitable. But Mercedes was one of the earliest investors in Tesla. So they've been developing their EV technology for a very long time.
Interesting. So this uses the same motor technology as Tesla does?
No, it's in-house. It's all in-house. Their batteries are all in-house too. I know they work with a supplier for the actual cells, but the design is all in-house.
Now, will it stop at the stop sign here?
No.
Okay. But it will change lanes.
It will change lanes, yes.
And it will change lanes with like being intentional with somebody in my lane, or?
It will not do it with a car next to you.
Okay. So it's self-aware enough.
Yeah, and
okay.
You'll see other cars pop up.
So I have to take over here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it'll probably stop with the car in front of you.
It'll stop with the car, but it's not going to
stop at the
It's
stop
never
sign.
going to be FSD.
No.
And if you guys have not experienced FSD, full self-driving by Tesla, it is... I don't even want to like brag about Tesla because I'm a little salty with Tesla right now in the sense that I think the stock's overvalued. I mean, they literally would have lost money without the EV credits. I think their cars are like, they're great, but they're great from one perspective now, and that is performance and FSD. Outside of that, there's really nothing that Tesla's doing that I think is next level anymore. When you compare the interior to my Model X to the interior of this car, even though mine was just about the same price, I think this is maybe 10 or 15 grand more, this is night and day, way better. Now, FSD is a game changer. Being able to put your destination into your GPS and literally have the car drive you from A to B, and I mean getting out of your driveway, navigating stop signs, interstate, B roads, parking lots, literally even park the car. I mean, it is unbelievable. And I have driven my Model X 92% of the time in FSD. I saw that stat yesterday. I couldn't believe it. So 92% of the miles I've put on my car, which is about 15,000 this year, has been done on autopilot.
Do you not find full self-driving annoying? I've
Not at all.
used it quite a bit in a friend's Model Y, and I find it that like anytime I look to do something on my phone, I know I shouldn't, but regardless, I'm going to.
Yes. Well, that's the whole point of FSD, right?
Yeah,
which is so frustrating.
But it continues to ding at me, or if I have sunglasses on that it can't see through, it gets mad at me.
Right.
I found it more annoying than helpful, where systems like this that aren't monitoring my eyes, I find a little more forgiving in that aspect, and I find them actually a little more useful on long drives.
You know, it's a great point you make. I will tell you, my last Model X, the P100D that I had, the black one that you knew, that one had the autopilot but not FSD, so it didn't have the lane monitoring, so I was able to put it on the highway mostly, and then, you know, check emails, check texts, etc. I mean, you're not going to be surfing the internet, but like you can generally, you know, grab your phone for a text, right? Quick text. Yeah. Should you be doing it? No, but we all do. Now with FSD, they just came out with an update. If you're not in congested traffic zones, like city traffic, bumper-to-bumper traffic, you know, construction zones, etc., they're allowing Model Y and Model 3 owners to pick up their phone and engage with it without disabling. They haven't released it to the Model X and S yet that I've seen. So that's going to be a game changer for sure. Because yes, to your point, when I'm on the middle of nowhere driving to Florida for the beach or whatever, I want to be able to watch Netflix. I want to be able to check some texts, some emails, whatever. You know, look for restaurants I need to go to. My kids are, you know, complaining, whatever. I want to be able to grab my phone. So they are bringing that technology, and I don't think they're very far away from it truly being FSD, where literally you do not have to worry at all anymore about, you know.
It's very impressive, the capability. I just found the constant pinging annoying.
Yeah. No, I agree. But this does the same thing to an extent, just not monitoring your eyes. So the beautiful thing here is you could be on your phone a little bit and
just kind of like wiggling the steering wheel.
And just wiggling the steering wheel, exactly. And again, I wouldn't trust it in the middle of like downtown traffic with you know, surrounded by cars. But on a road like this, yeah, you got nobody in front of you and nothing to worry about really. I mean, it's doing great, guys. I mean, this is wonderful technology to have. So I'm blown away. I mean, I really think that, to your point, this is all you need. You don't need FSD, right? You get on the road that you need to get on. Like, I'm about to jump on 840 here. So I'm going to go ahead and disable it. I'm going to go ahead and put the indicators. By the way, guys, you do have nice physical stocks, unlike everything these days, like with Tesla, which is a haptic feedback button, which is, frankly, terrible compared to a stock. I much prefer a stock. The sound effects in this car are kind of interesting. Is that just default, or do you have them turned on?
I do have it turned on to Vivid Flux. They have another one called Silver Waves that mimics the sound of a motor. But I thought that the spaceship sounds kind of fit the vehicle a little more.
Well, I tell you guys, you get up to 80 miles an hour very fast. I don't understand why anybody would need the performance of the 580. I mean, this thing is plenty spicy. It's actually a lot faster than I thought, because when I was reading the website, you know, it was like 0 to 60 in the low 5s, high 4s. You know, I was like, oh, it only has 500 horsepower, whatever. You know, you compare that to my Tesla or whatever, it's night and day different, but it feels plenty punchy. I got a feeling they underrated it a little bit.
German cars do have a tendency to underrate their power.
Well, Porsches for sure do, so it would not surprise me.
Porsche, Mercedes, and Audi all have.
All right, I just turned on the auto steer on the highway. Man, made that turn no problem.
And it works better if you just tap it up or down rather than fully click it, because it won't click back into place.
You can adjust it here. It'll go 5 miles an hour, or you can just do, like, you can literally swipe up and down like this, which is interesting. You do get some wind noise in this car, a little bit more than I kind of figured. But it's still super quiet. And you do have a working sunroof, guys. We forgot to cover that on the interior point of view, which means you can open up the moonroof and you actually have a full sunroof, which is fantastic. Oh, it's so comfortable going over these bumps on 840.
And we were in sport mode.
That was sport mode? Oh my gosh. This is a luxury. This is such a nice car. Can you turn on my massage seat for me? I feel like taking it up to the 1010 over here, guys. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. It's so boaty and comfort. It's fantastic, man. These are bad bumps on 840, guys. Like, this car may be the most comfortable vehicle I've ever been on an 840. And this has air suspension, so you can adjust the ride height, I imagine.
Yes.
Okay. Does it have, like, extract mode, like the Cybertruck does, where you can raise it up for off-road?
I won't say it has an off-road mode, but it does have a raised level mode right there.
Cool. Yeah, you got Parktronic features here as well. And you got a lot of technology built into this thing.
And underrated, every car should have it, a car wash mode.
What does that mean?
Turns off all the sensors, the auto wipers, all of that while you're going through a car wash.
That's interesting because they beep at you otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Beep, 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 beep.
And
yeah,
Tesla has it, Rivian has it, and Mercedes hasn't. I haven't seen anybody else with it.
Interesting. Well, I gotta say, there is absolutely the only negative of this car you could probably say from my perspective here, and I don't know about maintenance. I mean, have you had any issues with it so far?
No. I had to replace the windshield wipers, which Mercedes has a proprietary little clip on, which I have found if you order them from Bosch, and there's another company that has a square blade that looks interesting. They're a lot cheaper, but Mercedes does charge you $200 for replacement wiper blades, which is stupid.
Yeah. Well, even the Teslas were proprietary to them, and they were like $100-something, so that's not terrible. But that's it. That's the only thing you had to do. And you've done a few thousand miles now, so.
Yeah, I've put about 5,000 miles on it. The updates and the windshield wipers.
And I'm sure going to Mercedes has been wonderful, right? As far as every time I've ever interacted with anything Mercedes, it's always been a luxury experience.
Yeah, they've been generally very good. I really like the dealership here in Franklin.
Yeah, I mean, I went over there a few times just to look at their inventory, and they always come out. They're very, very polite. They know their target audience well. Well, guys, I don't get it. I'll be 100% honest. I don't understand why these were $100,000 plus. This one's probably closer to 120, and now you can pick it up for under 40. It doesn't make any sense. You have a full warranty. It's comfortable. It's plenty peppy. It's a great looking car on the inside. Has everything you're gonna want. Massage seats, comfortable, quiet, great air suspension, right? Plenty of pickup, all the technology, great sound system, like 6 high-speed USB-C ports, right? Seats that fold down on the back, very practical. You even have a sunroof, for God's sakes. So yeah, it might not be the best looking car, but it's way better looking in my opinion than the EQS sedan. The SUV is just a good looking vehicle. So yeah, I think that this is a great buy, and I frankly think, like I started in the introduction, a lot of the EVs are a great buy. Go get a Rivian. Go get a used Model X or a Model S or even a Y or a 3 or even the Volvos or the Polestars. I mean, you name it, they're all so dang cheap. You want a Lightning, you can get one for 45 grand. You want a Hummer that was selling for over $200,000 at their peak. Now you can pick them up for 70 grand. It's nuts. Now's the time to do it because you're gonna get the warranty. You're gonna have a long, wonderful time of ownership that really didn't cost you that much. You're gonna love driving these things every day compared to your ICE engine. You're not gonna have to go to the gas station. You're not gonna have to service the dang thing once or twice a year. You're not gonna have to worry about brakes as much. You're not gonna have to worry about a lot of the issues that go along with an internal combustion engine car. This car doesn't have any of those hybrid BS issues because it doesn't have an engine. So if you're in this thing at $40,000, I'm telling you, you're gonna walk away with great value over the next 7-8 years before the warranty runs out. Now, would I keep one of these after the warranty's up? I might price out an aftermarket warranty, but probably not. So you kind of have to view this as a disposable car, just like your cell phone. After so many years, you're just gonna get rid of it because the battery's gone. With this car, while the battery degradation is not going to be that bad, I just know that when the warranty's over, a lot of these guys are going to be really scared to buy these. If the battery pack goes out, it's a 118 kilowatt battery pack. If it goes out, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, right? So I get the fear. But here's the thing. When you're in it at $40,000 or under and you sell the car for nothing in 8-9 years, you got your money out of it. So what's the downside? And anything that happened during that period, you're gonna have a loaner from Mercedes. They're gonna take care of it for you at no cost. Now, grant you, the bumper to bumper is gonna be over soon, but still, the battery and the powertrain and the motors, that's where you're gonna have the costs. And so at that point, it's covered. I think these are a screaming buy. I think all EVs that are still covered under factory warranties are a screaming buy. That's my conclusion, guys. I think you should go and at least test drive one if you're looking at buying used EVs, and you really should be. Because for the daily driver, you're just not going to get anything nicer than this. That's my conclusion, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You know, something like 80% of the guys who watch my content don't subscribe. It would really help the channel out. Please like it, like the content. If you got something from this video or you have a question, leave one below. Aaron and I will be monitoring it. I know this one went a little bit long, but I wanted to cover everything for you guys. And thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you later.